right, y'all. We give praise, esteem, and honor to Abba and Shamim in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. We're going to pick this up in John chapter 5, verse 39. Search the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. And you would not come to me that you might have life. And I receive not honor from men, but I know you, that you have not the love of Elohim in you. I come in my Abba's name, and you receive me not. And if another shall come in his own name, him you will receive. How can you believe which receive honor one from another, and not the honor that comes from Elohim only? Do not think that I will accuse you to Allah. There's one that accused you, even Moses, in whom you trust. Had you believed Moses, you would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writing, how should you believe my words? All esteem and praise to Abba and Shamim in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Shalom, Brother Marvin. Shalom, Brother Ernest, man. I just would test that junk out to see how that junk worked, man. And he just had some of the super chat on that. So let's go to Numbers chapter 7, verse 84.
So this was the dedication of the altar and the day when it was anointed by the prince of the Yasharal, 12 chargers of silver,
Quran,
12 silver bowls, 12 spoons of gold, each charger of silver,
Brother Robert,
weighing 130 shekels, each bowl 70. All the silver vessels weighed 2,400 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. The golden spoons 12, full of incense, weighing 10 shekels of peace. After the shekel of the sanctuary, all the gold of the spoons was 120 shekels. All the oxen for the burnt offerings were 12 bullocks. The rams 12, the lambs of the first year 12, with their meat offering, and the kids of the goats for sin offering 12. And all the oxen for the sacrifice of peace offerings were 24 bullocks, the rams 60, the he-goats 60, the lambs of the first year 60. This was the dedication of the altar. After that it was anointed. When Moses was gone into the tabernacle of the congregation to speak with him, then he heard the voice of one speaking unto him from off the mercy seat that was upon the ark of testimony, from between the two cherubims, and he spake unto him.
Right. So we back to the mercy seat. Leviticus 16, right? Where we stopped at. And you can pick it back up at verse 6. Peace, Brother Omar, man.
And Aaron shall offer his bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and make an atonement for himself and for his house.
Hold on, he offered what? A what?
His bullock of the sin offering for himself, and make an atonement for himself and for his house.
Go ahead.
And shall take the two
goats. That's right. So let's hit this 2 Corinthians 5, verse I think 15.
And that he died for all, that they which live should not henceforth live unto themselves, but unto him which died for them and rose again.
I mean, tonight, meaning, boy, we started at like 5 o'clock. So it ain't no 5, 6, ain't gonna be no late night. Ain't no 8:30. I know Brother Marvin asked about that last night. We started at 8:30. Yeah, this won't be no not no all-night session, I can tell you that. Go ahead.
Say, wherefore henceforth know we no man after the flesh, yea, though we have known the Mashiach after the flesh, yet now henceforth know we him no more. Therefore, if any man be in the Mashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away, behold, all things are become new. And all things are of Elohim, who have reconciled us to himself by Yahushua Mashiach, and have given to us the ministry of reconciliation.
Go ahead.
To wit, that Elohim was in the Mashiach, reconciling the world unto himself, not imputing the trespasses unto them, and have committed unto us the word of reconciliation.
Yeah.
Now then we are ambassadors for Mashiach, as though Elohim did beseech you by us.
Yep.
We pray you in a Mashiach steed, be you reconciled to Elohim. For he had made him to be sin for us, who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of Elohim in him.
He made him to be what?
Sin for us.
Who knew no what?
Who knew no sin.
Okay, come on to Hebrew 10. 10 and 1 is sufficient.
For the law, having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of the things, can never with those sacrifices which they offered year by year continually make the comers thereunto perfect.
Right.
For then would they not have ceased to be offered, because that the worshippers once purged should have had no more conscience of sin.
So they had to come up for Day of Atonement every single solitary year. Go to Leviticus 23 real fast, man. 23 and 26.
And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a Kadash convocation unto you. You shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah.
Indeed.
You shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before Yahuwah your Elohim. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people.
Indeed.
And whatsoever soul it be that do any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people.
Go ahead.
You shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
Go ahead.
It shall be unto you a Shabbat of rest, and you shall afflict your souls. And the 9th day of the month at evening, from evening unto evening, shall you celebrate your Shabbat.
Go ahead.
And who spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Yasharal, saying,
go to Isaiah 58 and 5. Make it 4.
Behold, you fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the fist of wickedness. You shall not fast as you do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high.
Make your voice what?
Heard on high.
What else?
Is it such a fast that I have chosen, a day for man to afflict his soul? Is it to bow down his head as a bulrush, to spread sackcloth and ashes under him?
What else?
Would you call this a fast and an acceptable day to Yahuwah? Is not this the fast that I have chosen, to loose the bands of wickedness?
To loose of what?
The bands of wickedness.
And what else?
To undo the heavy burdens.
Tell him what burden is, man. It's a heavy burden. He say to unloose them.
That's agudah, band, binding, cords, bands.
You've been banded. John 8 and 32.
And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
What else?
They answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man.
What did he say?
I'll say you shall be made free. Yahushua answered them, truly, truly, I say unto you, whosoever commits sin is a servant of sin.
Oh.
And a servant abide not in the house forever.
But if the son shall,
the son abide ever. If the son therefore shall make you free,
you shall be what?
Free indeed.
What's going on? Now, we mentioned that. Go back to Isaiah 58 in the verse you just read.
Verse 6.
Isaiah 58 and 6.
Is not this the fast that I have chosen?
To do what?
Loose the bands of wickedness.
To loose what?
The bands of wickedness.
And what else?
Undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free.
To let the who go free?
The oppressed go free.
Let the who go free?
Oppressed go free.
Tell them what oppressed means. See, that's going to take us back to the Acts 10 we read last week when he said he came to, heal all those that were oppressed of the devil.
That's response to crush, to oppress. To grievously oppress.
To grievously oppress. Go to Isaiah 61 and 1.
The Ruach of Yahuwah Elohim is upon me, because Yahuwah have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and to open the prison to them that are bound.
To proclaim liberty to the who?
To the captives.
Now we're going through all this because that's what atonement was about. You know what I'm talking about? If they getting reconciled, it's because they was captive. Read me what he said. Well, we got to grab man. And Isaiah, man, he said you did something for nothing. You know what he said?
You sold yourselves for nothing.
But what was gonna happen after that? What he said after that? See, your life on the line, boy. You gonna go to prison? You want to go to jail? You want to go home? You want to go to jail? You want to go home? That's a hell of a thing to ask somebody for. You gonna like this here, man? You gonna snitch? You want to go to jail? You want to go home? If I go to jail, I can still go home. I can bond out. I don't know why nobody ever say that. I can just bond out. You ain't got nobody to pay your bail. Doris, you ain't gonna pay his bail. I ain't asked you all that. I said that you gonna pay his bail. You's a sucker. You don't even know what nigga in there for. You just gonna pay it, huh? I don't give a damn who it is. Boy, I need to see what they arrested you for. Well, I need to know what they arrested you for. Who? Depending on look at man, my son get arrested, man. I'm just not finna go down there and go get him. I need to know what you're in there for. And I don't want to hear the story you tell. I need to read the police report. Because I can tell by the police report if they lying on you or not. You know what I'm saying? See, if you ain't read enough police reports, been around enough police officers, you won't be able to tell when, okay, this don't make sense. When I say this don't make sense, meaning this not congruent with the behavior of the individual. Like when they read the police report, when they killed my homeboy Otis, what they described, that don't sound like him. So I think you lying. Because you saying he got belligerent, this, that, there, and the third. I've known this nigga for damn near 10, 15 years. I ain't never known this nigga to be belligerent. You know what I'm saying? So you might be lying. Because see, y'all be enabling nigga. They be like, this here, I gotta go to jail. You gonna come get me? Nah, you might have to sit down. I'm gonna have to let you sweat. You might have to get breakfast in there. You know what I'm saying? You might have to stay in there long enough you change your drawers. Yeah, see, you shaking your head because you ain't been in there. Your people ain't let you stay in there.
I did a little 16 hours.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't let you stay in there. I'm gonna let you stay in there.
Definitely want that one, but I tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need you to stay in there long enough to where you turn down the food and then you realize I gotta eat. Yeah, I need you to stay in there that long. Not long enough to go, my people gonna come get me. I don't want this junk. No. I need you to hit that 3, just like when the Lord came up out the grave, that 3-day mark. That's when you decide I need to eat. Yeah, you gotta stay in there that long. You know what I'm talking about? Depending on what it is. Now, if it's some old track, because if you got caught on suspended license, you knew your license was suspended. Yeah, you're gonna have to sit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to sit. Yeah. Should have called the Uber. I'm a criminal though. So there's a difference. You know what I'm talking about? I was criminal though. My son ain't no criminal. No, it's not the same because I know what come along with this here, so I ain't expecting nobody to come get me no way. Should have called the Uber. Now this see, and in the 90s it wasn't no Uber. They ain't necessarily calling no Gator City cab. Driving on suspended license now is just outright stupid. Or now in Jacksonville, Florida, depending on where you're going, catching the bus is just not that's just not feasible.
It is if your license is
No, it just depends on where you're going.
you can do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I done rode the bus in this city before. You ain't ride that hoe. You got on that hoe.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you talking about high school. Man, ain't talking about there's no teen. You talking about as an adult. Yeah, and you wait where you were going? Murray Hill to Murray Hill. That's where you were going. And you already know that junk there ain't feasible.
I mean, yeah, but I did it for a few months until I was able to save up for a car.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you know it ain't feasible. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you're going, like this here, man. But see, now you got an Uber. You ain't got no excuse. I ain't going that far.
That's what I'm saying.
Now you got Uber, man. You ain't got to do all that.
Uber expensive.
It's pretty. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, time is.
It's pretty sweet though, bro. I know nigga drove for about 10 years.
Oh, I know a lot of niggas drove for 10. I mean, and for every dude who drove 10 years with no license, it's a dude got caught 7 times in 6 months driving with no license. Listen, man, I was in prison with dudes for driving on suspended license. You get caught 3 times in an X amount of span, boy, you're going to prison. You're going to prison for driving, cuz. And you're gonna be a convicted felon. They be like, "Oh, what your felony for?" "Oh, I drove without a license." Yeah, now you gotta lay next to a nigga who raped children and a killer. There's no exaggeration. I was literally in there with a dude. He on suspended license. It's a murderer sleeping next to him. You imagine you get up like, damn, this nigga could wake up and stab me. All I'm in here for because I crunked my card. Yeah, so I ain't coming to get you because you know better. Oh, you got caught with some dope? I ain't coming to get you. I don't care if you was using it or not. I ain't coming to get you. You're going to have to sit in there. Shoot, driving on suspended. Now, listen, driving on suspended license is different because you knew that. 9 times out of 10, you racked up tickets. They ain't just suspend your license for nothing.
I had one that I was suspended.
Yeah, and you ain't paid. Oh, shoot. Well, forget to drive. Whose fault is that? You got to have some self-accountability.
So then what you gonna get them for?
I mean, that's a misdemeanor. The doggone bond so low that if he ain't got no record, they gonna let him out anyway on his own recognizance. You don't know about that. If you ain't got no record, you go in there for something like that, they gonna let you out. You ain't gotta pay nothing. You know what I'm saying? But also depending on his attitude when he called me. Oh yeah, you talking crazy. Yeah, you gotta stay in there. You definitely got to stay in there. You calling me like you know I'm finna come get. Listen, I know people who, it don't matter what my son do, they coming to get him. I don't even want to set that precedent for you, son. Because that's not how we live our life. So what you got going on? I'm not coming to get you. You man enough to go to jail. You man enough to thug it out. I hope your hands up to date. Don't let a nigga take your food. I might put some money on your book. I can't talk about what your mama do. Your mama might come get you. I'm not coming. Yeah, thug it on out. Yeah, you shake your head. You grown enough to go to jail. You grown enough to thug it out. He got Galatians 3 and 22. Go ahead.
But the scripture hath concluded all under sin, that the promise by faith of Yahushua HaMashiach might be given to them that believe.
Mm-hmm. Come back to Hebrew. What verse you in? Make it 3.
Said, but in those sacrifices, there's remembrance again made of sins every year.
All right.
For it's not possible that the blood of bulls and of goats should take away sin.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore, when he come into the world, he saith, sacrifice and offering you would not, but a body have you prepared me.
Mm-hmm.
And burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin you have had no pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do your will, O Elohim.
Indeed.
Above when he said, sacrifice and offering and burnt offerings and offering for sin you would not, neither had pleasure therein, which are offered by the law.
We know that from Jeremiah 7. Come on.
Then said he, lo, I come to do your will, O Elohim. He take away the first, that he may establish the second.
Listen.
By the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Yahushua HaMashiach once. And every priest stand daily ministering and offering oftentimes the same sacrifices, which can never take away sins.
We should never do what?
Take away sins.
Come on.
But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever,
Sat down where?
on the right hand of Elohim,
What he henceforth expect to do?
till his enemies be made his footstool.
So for by one,
offering, he had perfected forever them that are sanctified.
now it's going to go into the new covenant coming in. Come out of Leviticus 16. Now we just establishing something, right? This particular premise. We might get back to talking about the blood. I don't know. That junk, them niggas really pissed me off for that junk though. Because them niggas were serious. 16 and 6. And
Aaron shall offer his bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and make an atonement for himself and for his house.
Now you just read that. Now he's making a reconciliation for him and his house. So who's his house? Now I'm gonna see if you can line that up. See, I ain't mentioned that last night. If we talking about that's representing the Yahushua, who's his house? You look bewildered and befuddled, son. You all right? When you thinking about a sandwich. That nigga is thinking about a sandwich. That nigga sitting there looking like Bill Cosby, man.
His job is Adam.
That's terrible. Not terrible, but no, that's not the right answer. Do this here for me, man. There's two ways you can answer this. I want you to go to Zechariah 12, right? I want you to go to verse 5. After that, I want you to go to Hebrews 3 and verse 1. That was like, nah, Adam ain't terrible, but it's not even allowed. I can't even say that because I'd be stretching it like 14 and 1,000 for you, man. Can't stretch it. Water down though, gonna bust somebody here.
Can you repeat that question one more time?
Read the verse.
The house of David, maybe.
And that would be correct. Or the house of Judah, more specific. Go ahead.
He's saying the governors of Yehuda shall say in their heart, the inhabitants of Jerusalem shall be my strength, and Yahuwah of hosts their Elohim.
What else?
That day will I make the governors of Yehuda like a hearth of fire among the wood, and like a torch of fire and sheaf. And they shall devour all the people round about, on the right hand, on the left. And Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in her own place, even in Jerusalem. Yahuwah shall save the tent of Yehuda first.
Do what?
Save the tent of Yehuda first, that the esteem of the house of David and the esteem of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Yehuda. And that day,
do me a favor. Go to John 10. verse 15. No, you just been drinking.
Don't say that.
Hennessy,
Oh no.
Remy,
No.
Patron. You ain't say no to that.
Not really. Not long
that lying.
Not a long time.
That nigga sneak shots when the churn sleep. That's how you know you're old. When you wait to drink till the churn sleep. You don't want them to see. I can't let the kids see me on the Casamigos.
That's like water.
See how she been drinking. It's like water. You know what I'm talking about? When the kids walk up, Mama, why that water smell like that? Go ahead, dude.
As the Abba know me, even so know I the Abba, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. They shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Who that fold is, Steve? We said they not of this fold. Who that fold is, Steve?
The Gentiles?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am flabbergasted. No, ain't no Gentiles. We'll read that again.
Saying other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. They shall
Say
hear
number
my voice.
one, you said who are not of this fold. That can't be an additional because not of this fold is speaking of a possessive term. You see what I'm saying? Then he's saying there's sheep that are not of this fold. That means the sheep and fold, two different things. Who that fold? And it ain't Israel either. You want to go to jail? You want to go home? You want to go to summer school? Somebody help him out. No, it's not the sons of God either. Oh, I thought this was easy for us. This supposed to be a layup. You putting little Johnny in here? You airball in the finger roll? Set that up. I'm talking about that was a nice alley-oop right at the front of the rim. You ain't even have to do nothing.
It's a lost sheep.
God damn it. Man, Ezekiel 37 and 15, man, y'all niggas tripping.
We about to make it.
No, it's not. No, so where you get Gentiles from? No, it's not Gentiles in this context. That's commonly how that passage is interpreted, but that passage is explicitly referring to what's about to be read in Ezekiel 37. Come on. The fold in this instance is Judah. The sheep that are not of this fold is Israel. Now, I wouldn't necessarily pull all the passages out. How do we know this? Because when you go read Jeremiah 3, when you go read Ezekiel 23, when you go read what that is, 2 King or 1 King 17, whichever one it is, what happened to Israel? Oh, my. I'm appalled. Y'all don't know what happened to Israel?
Say it again.
What happened to him? You don't know what happened to Israel?
I don't know.
Shoot, that mean you wasn't listening.
I was.
Then how you don't know the question?
You said what happened to Israel, but I didn't know the proper thing.
So you wasn't listening.
I was.
See, yeah, we gotta do you like how I do when you do them churn. Well, I know you do them churn like that. See, yeah. He do know. Straight up. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known, man. Listen. Correct, Brother Ernest. They got removed from the land. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he said, Israel, I gave him a bill of divorce, but her treacherous sister Judah offended still. Oh, y'all forgot about that? My Lord. So Israel got removed. They got taken away by who? So Judah got removed. Where did they get taken to? Okay, Judah came back. Why did it tell you that Judah came back? Oh, you supposed to know. There it is. That's the only reason why Judah came back. So when he tell you, and what tribe is the Lord from? So what land was he in? He was in Judea. So when he say, hey, there's sheep that are not of this fold, how you supposed to know he referring to the sheep? You have to remember, there is no time when the Gentiles are referred to as sheep. You have two particular passages in the text that refer to the people as sheep. Can anyone tell me what they are? Oh, see, I see. We're going to have to go back over the basics. Boy, y'all slacking on your Mac and that shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? Out loud. Because he said they're the sheep of my pasture in Jeremiah 23. So that, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, the past something along them lines.
You mentioned something in Ezekiel 34.
You have Ezekiel 34 when he mentioned it, and then you have another one. It's Psalms 95. Get Psalms 95 and 5. Now, this is not to diminish or to ridicule Gentiles having the opportunity to be saved. This is just applying the proper context scripturally to the statement of, I have sheep that are not of this fold, and it'll be one sheep and one shepherd. It's either one sheep and one shepherd statement is what should automatically bring you back to Ezekiel 37. Because that's where he literally makes a statement of, there'll be one stick and their King David will be one king unto them, and they'll have one shepherd. Go ahead.
He said, this sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed the dry. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before you, who are our maker. For he is our Elohim. We are the people of his pasture.
People of his what?
Of his pasture.
And what else?
And the sheep of his hand.
And
today,
what else?
if you will hear his voice.
With the sheep of his what?
Of his hand.
All right. Go ahead.
And say, harden not your heart as in a provocation, as in a day of temptation in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
When your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my work. 40 years long was I grieved with this generation, and said, it is a people that do err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. To whom I swear in my wrath, they should not enter into my rest.
Go back. Go to Ezekiel 34 for me. Let me see where we can pick this up. And this is just background information, honestly. Because Ezekiel 34 talk about how there is no shepherd. You know, there's also, go to Ezekiel 34 and 22. We can make it 20. It also tell you like when Micaiah was prophesying that what his name is, Ahab them. Do you all recall what he seen in this vision? Now that's fair if you don't recall that, because that's kind of in depth. It's kind of mentioned in Matthew 9. It might not be Matthew 9, but somewhere in Matthew. But Micaiah said he seen a vision, and he postulated this information to Ahab. Do you know what he said? He said, I seen the children of Israel scattered as sheep that had no shepherd. Y'all need to take y'all black behind home. You know what I'm talking about? Before you even read this here in Ezekiel 37, 34 and 20, get me Numbers chapter 27 and verse 14. And remember, of course, you know Ecclesiastes 12, you know, the preacher was wise, gave the people, you know, sought out many proverbs, set in order, you know what I'm saying, as given from one what? One shepherd. Now you have to remember this again, this is not excluding Gentiles. When you see the terminology of shepherd 99.9% of the time in the Old Testament, if you would, quote unquote, it's always going to be referring to Israel and him being a shepherd over them because they're the sheep of his pasture, as far as that terminology is concerned. And this is because I know I've heard many people over the time, you know, believe that John 10 is referring to the Gentiles. But he said, I have sheep that are not of this fold. Now we focus on this because he says that the high priest has to give an atonement for himself and for his house. And he told you in Zechariah, he saved the tents of who? Judah first. You know what I'm talking about? So why is he saving the tents of Judah first? Let me ask you that question. Why is he doing that first? You meant to leave the door open? Oh, they weren't. No, I didn't know they were behind you. Or clearly they backed up. Lollygag. Tell them nigga they need to come on. They ain't talking about a goddamn thing. Because he said, not in this instance, because he said the Messiah first, but the instance of why Judah gets saved first is because he made a covenant with David. And according to that covenant of David, you know what I'm saying, what will come out of his loins? Now, I've only referenced this because it's take you back to you, and he just added that. That take you back to the covenant, to the genealogy in Matthew, where it references David and Abraham. You know what I'm saying? So this is why Judah gets saved first. And add on that there because the chief ruler come out of Judah. So that's why that verbiage is used. Go ahead, Sue. Also, boom. Now that makes in this instance too. What did the scribes and Pharisees say in John chapter 11 and about verse 45? In the you got to be verbatim. But what did they say? And that'll also point you to him saving the tents of Judah first. Does anybody know off the top of their head what they said? Shalom, Mama Steph. If we don't know what they said, then we can just go read it. If you don't recall, in the general sense, what they stated. You remember, Sid? He don't remember. You smoked the marijuana today? He smoked 3. John 11:45.
So then many of the Yahudim, which
That's
came
right,
to Mary
Quran,
and had seen the things which Yahushua did, believed on him.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees and told them what things Yahushua had done. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, "What do we? For this man do many miracles.
Many miracles.
If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
And we will do what?
The Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation."
Listen.
And one of them named Caiaphas, being the high priest that same year, said unto them,
What he said?
"You know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not." And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua should die for that nation.
Now we gotta ask yourself, what nation is he referring to? Go ahead.
He said, "Not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of Elohim that were scattered abroad."
When you see not that nation only, you can see that he's making a separation between Judah and Israel. You know what I'm talking about? Because if not, he wouldn't need to say, "Oh, to gather abroad," and not that nation only. But you have to remember, did Israel come back? Some of them did. Now you have to know something too. Everybody didn't come back when they left out of Babylon. Some people stayed. It's a common misconception that everybody packed up and left and came back. Some of them stayed. And some who left out of Assyria, and came back. But for in general, the house of Yasharal did not return. But everybody in Yehuda did not come back either. Some people liked it in Babylon. Don't you think it, man? If we was able to leave and go to a land today, a lot of you niggas not gonna leave. I know some people right now say they ain't gonna leave. Talking about this America, this is my home. I ain't leaving. I'm out this hole. You know what I'm saying? If somebody come and tell me you can leave and go to somewhere where you can be autonomous and rule yourself, you think I'm finna stay here rooted to some goddamn history to be ruled over by another nigga? No, I'm gone, cuz. I don't care what we accomplished here. I don't care what we did, what we didn't do. I'm not finna stay here. Because I felt we built this. Why? I go build another one. Dr. Dre did it 3 times. You know that? You ain't know Dr. Dre did it 3 times? Man, Dr. Dre helped build Ruthless Records, left. Helped build Death Row Records, left. He didn't leave Aftermath. Having the opportunity for freedom because you want to stay to something, because you basically comfortable here, because you really just want to be under these people's thumb and for them to validate you and see you as equal, so you want to stay. I helped build this place. I wouldn't. I'm gone, cuz. I'm not staying here. Imagine if your forefather said that. We helped build this stuff in Egypt. I think we should stay. But you got an opportunity for freedom. But you gonna stay in here where nigga oppressing you. Some of them might have did. You don't have no biblical record of it. They could have had. Some people could have stayed. I know people stayed in Babylon though. Because all Cyrus did was give a decree that you could go back. You know what I'm saying? Well, I would say probably in Egypt because the Egyptians told y'all niggas got to go. Y'all can't stay here. Y'all got to get out. They were scared. They said y'all got to go. So yeah, that was actually a church in Babylon, indeed. And say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some of them in Exodus 14, like he did mention, Exodus 14 and 12, wanted to go back. You know what I'm saying? I'm mentioning that there because the idea of freedom is very, very scary for a lot of people. And the comfortability of oppression and slavery and being ruled over seems a lot more palatable than to actually be autonomous. Some people don't want that. So they'll stay here. I'm telling you, if they tell tomorrow, we got some land cleared out for y'all, Y'all get the hell out of America and go over here. And he's not gonna go. They're gonna stay here. And they're gonna come up with a reason to stay here. I'm gonna dip. Now, there's one thing about, like, sometimes I'm gonna go to Africa. See, I'm not finna go to one land to another land with somebody else ruling over me there too. I could have just stayed where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I could have just stayed where I was at. That don't even make sense. Go ahead.
We'll go with John 11.
Yeah. Go back to Ezekiel 37.
What is it? Number 27.
Oh, yeah. Number 27 and 17.
Say which may go out before them and which may go in
Or
before
make it
them.
14 then.
You say, for you rebelled against my commandment in the desert of Zin and the strife of the congregation to sanctify me at the water before their eyes.
Yeah.
That is the water of Meribah and Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin.
Yeah.
Moses spake unto Yahuwah, saying, let Yahuwah, the Elohim of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation.
Set a man over the
Which
congregation.
may go out before them, which may go in before them.
And
you lead them out
and
may bring them in.
And
the congregation of Yahuwah be not as a sheep
without
which have no shepherd.
don't have no shepherd. Shepherd over the, now that goes back to where you look at a overseer, and Yahushua being the chief shepherd, he over the house. Now you can read Hebrews 3 and 1.
Wherefore, Kadash brethren, partakers of the heavenly calling, consider the apostle and high priest of our profession, Hamashiach Yahushua, who was faithful to him that appointed him, as also Moses was faithful in all his house. For this man was counted worthy of more esteem than Moses, and as much as he had built the house, have more honor than the house. For every house is built by some, but he that built all things is Elohim. And Moses truly faithful in all his house as a servant, for testimony of those things which would be spoken after. But Hamashiach as a son over his own house, whose house are we?
Whose house are
We
we?
hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope.
That's why I say Adam could be allowable, but the house is never referred to as Adam. You know what I'm saying? It's more so it'd be Yasharal, but in the laser's point specific fashion of what we're discussing, it'd be Judah. Let's go back to Ezekiel 37. Oh, you're supposed to read 34. Ezekiel 34 and 20.
Now, just as a quick, like when you breaking stuff down and explaining stuff, like, because obviously some certain things are kind of spiritual and certain things is like natural answers. Like, how do you go about kind of like parsing that out as far as if you explain the information to somebody?
Same way I just did it. That's all I got. I ain't really got nothing. No sprinkle.
Well, no, I'm just saying like, and I guess it's, but when would you know as far as which answer to give them at that time?
Because that shoot, man, I tell you who you talking to. You can't get no answer for that. That depends on who you talking to.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's case by case. That depends who you talking to. Shoot, because truth be told, I don't share nothing with nobody. Based on the people who I be talking to. Now, if you're talking to regular people, you know what I'm saying? You can't give a nigga a steak and eat 3. That nigga gonna choke to death. And you look like you cook yours well done, so he gonna be eating a rubber tie. You know what I'm talking about? Say almost 8 years ago, my mom was planning to leave the U.S. and live in the Bahamas. I was ready to go, but I told her, let me give birth here. And once I was cleared, I was ready to go. Shoot, you should have left. I'd have had the baby over there.
Part of the U.S.
It is. Bahamas is a U.S. territory, so you wasn't escaping their reach if you would. But yeah, if you're going to leave, you got to leave. I don't mention that because your man's, he doing they say they got F3 covered. You know what I'm talking about? They got the a part where it got, because they say last year them boys was baking like potatoes out there. You know what I'm saying? And now he say he didn't want to mention them by name, but he was like, the people were asking for Annabelle and Dirac. He say 2 of them in Africa. They said they ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? And then you only realize, boy, when the rubber hit the road, them Africans gonna do you dirty, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Cause just straight up now. When that rubber hit the road, man, this something they gonna be looking at. Man, you can idealize, philosophize, and whatever you want to do. But when stuff hit the fan, people gonna look at, well, you're not the same as me. And their allegiance gonna be to the people that's the same as them. And that's just natural human instinct. It's very few people who allegiance is going to be because we had an allegiance with you. Well, I ain't going to say that because maybe the people you keep, they may be close to not going to do that. But boy, you over there, boy, them kind of people ain't going to be like, hey, brother, man, they going to screw him, get them niggas. Round them up. Yeah, when that rubber hit the road. See, I'm talking about when the rubber hit the road. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to fry that fish, well, you're going to be done. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're going to be on the hook, man. Like this here. Go and get that fry, man. What kind of fish fry you like, Civic? Oh, he ain't from the South. He ain't got no answer for that. Yeah, get him up out of here. And I hate to say it like, I don't say it like that because I have a problem with Africans. I say that because, boy, I understand human nature, boy. Because, shoot, boy, it's going to be niggas be like, boy, come and get him. You know what I'm saying? Because if this man say your own kinfolk, your brother and your sister going to turn on you, what hope you got for somebody who already know you not the same people as them? What hope you got then? We got melanin. Now he going to go. It's about 4 of them right over here. That's the niggas. Go get them. Yeah, you're going to find out real quick. Man, I ain't going over there. One thing I'm not finna do is go to be ruled over by somebody else that don't look like me just because his skin got the same pigmentation. I'm not finna go do that. Cause I might well just stay over here. If I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna leave to go be free. If I can't be free, ain't no sense where I'm going. So I can be a little bit less oppressed. Nah, bro. Because as long as anybody oppressed, ain't nobody free. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know, a lot of time, man, you know, brother be wanting to go over there. They want to be convincing nigga to go over there. But a lot of them don't really. Niggas might have their reason. I ain't speaking on them two gentlemen because I don't know their reason. But a lot of time, boy, a lot of these boys don't want to stay over here and suffer with their people, man. They want to go over there and do XYZ. They don't want to really be out here in the trenches with them real niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, they don't. That's just what they tell themselves. That's what they tell themselves to make themselves feel better. Yeah, I know it, but I'm saying that's what they tell themselves, make themselves feel better about itself. Like that's gonna save you because you went over there. You know what I'm saying? When that man say he gonna have rule over every kindred, tongue, and nation, like that boy ain't no escaping. You just gonna went over there like they can't make a military outpost and put some niggas over here, get them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be simpletons. That John really be you don't really fool with your people like that. You want to fool with your people on the internet. You could be, you don't want to actually be out there with them. See, they ain't like Moses said. You know what it said about Moses anyway. Them niggas don't want to do that. Let me go suffer over here. That's my point. I ain't just mentioning them two because I'm just talking about. It's a lot of dudes tell us, let's go over there. You want me to go over there with some strangers when your people over here, your people in Bed-Stuy, your people in Compton, your people in Watts, your people in West and North and North and South Memphis, your people out east. You know what I'm saying? Your people all over here. You want to go everywhere except where they at, but then talking about that's where Yahusha went at. You know what I'm talking about? But you ain't finna go around that though. You want to tell me go to Africa? Yeah, man, you can go ahead and kiss my whole black behind, my nigga. I ain't going over there, cuz. Yeah, I'm not going over there, man. Say, what do you think about Tariq Nasheed and the reparations movement? I ain't mad at them if they trying to get black folks reparations. You know, that's my business. You know, I don't really know too much about that. I ain't knocking them for it. I'm also talking about dudes who say they in the word and scream they for the people, but you don't want to be around your people though. You know what I'm saying? You don't actually want to go where they at. You scared to go around them. You just want to cut that camera on and talk about how much you love them, but you ain't gonna go off 45th. You ain't gonna go around them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna go to Paxton. You ain't gonna go around them. I don't know a whole bunch of neighborhoods off the top of my head, nigga neighborhoods in other cities, because I ain't been in all them down them cities. That nigga ain't gonna go to Southeast DC. He ain't going over there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna go to Newport News where them niggas at. He ain't gonna go to Little Rock where they at. He ain't gonna go to Gary, Indiana where they at. He ain't gonna go on the south side of Chicago where they at. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't gonna go to Oakland where they at. Hey man, there's some bruising in Gary right now. The boy put in work out there too. Shit on, Brother Margaret, man. You know what I'm saying? The boy's round now. I mean, it's gangster in Gary. Yeah, you know, they don't want to go to Milwaukee where you at. They don't want to go to 7-8 mile in Detroit where they don't want to go out there. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying you can't do whatever it is that they doing, but I'm more so talking about I'm not finna go to another country talking about I'm fleeing Babylon and my people there. You know what I'm saying? My people over here. That's like Oprah building schools over there for African people. You could have built the school over here. You ain't even African, ho. That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? And again, along what it said about Moses, man, he said he'd rather suffer affliction with the children of God, man, and enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season. Man, I'd rather come down here and suffer with y'all. A lot of these boys don't want to come down here and suffer with us. Let me go somewhere else where it's cool. Because I think I'm flee Babylon. Well, you can't flee no affliction and persecution. If it's coming for you, it's going to be at your front door. And he say, who from Gary? Who you know from Gary?
Oh, my homeboy grew up with his
Oh, he say his homeboy who grew up with his daddy from Gary, in there. No, Gary, Indiana is a dangerous place. It may not be as dangerous as it was in the 90s. It's a dangerous place. You know what I'm saying? What you say?
It's still dangerous.
You don't know. You ain't been there.
I mean, well, I'm at home. I watch a lot of like YouTube.
Nigga watching true crime videos from 10 years ago. Oh, I know. You talking about the little Indian man.
No, he's not Indian. I think he was white. Well, he's white.
You you talking about the little Pakistani man. That nigga be going in hoods, racist towns, everywhere. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Nah, you know who I'm talking about. Shoot, that boy go in the trenches. That man went in some of the most racist towns in America.
I think I seen a clip where they were saying some of the.
And he was like, so you won't like me because I'm of color? Man, you better get your stupid behind from around here, man. You know what I'm talking about?
They definitely say it's still some places like
Texas, man, that nigga was in Mariana.
Texas sundown.
Shoot, what you be talking about? Texas? Shoot, nigga, it's sundown towns here. But he definitely did a video. That boy was in Mariana. Man, it was actually at a school, a boys' school that they was redoing where they were killing niggas out there, man, in the 20s and 30s, man. Yeah, man. But no, I'm just that jump was crazy though. Man, them white folks out there, no tea, country as hell. You could see just the spirit in some of them black folks who live in them towns just defeated. I mean, cause shoot, you can't do nothing about where your people born at. You born where you born at. You think everybody live in the city? It's niggas live in them rural towns in Mississippi. Ain't no cities in Mississippi. Yeah, there ain't no whole bunch of major cities in Alabama. Ain't no major city in Alabama at all. Or Birmingham ain't a major city. It's a medium-sized city. That ain't no major city. There ain't a lot of major cities, period. I've been told you this before. If you look at this map, I don't think y'all realize that the mass majority of America lives in a centralized location. Most of this country is rural, man. You know what I'm saying? We both by cities, but man, look here, man. You got Miami, Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville. That's it. Tallahassee ain't no major city. Pensacola ain't no major city. Fort Lauderdale's not a major city.
Florida and California got most of the major cities in the state.
Yeah, you in California, man, outside of Oakland, and Oakland ain't really no major city because everybody on the left. You got San Diego and LA, San Francisco. That's it. Dangerous. That ain't a major city though. It's their capital, but ain't a major city. That population ain't that big. New York State is simply New York City. Ain't no other major city in New York State. There ain't no major city. Neither is Syracuse. You go to Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh and Philly. And Pittsburgh small too. Yeah, man. Look at man. All this junk rule. What major city in Oklahoma? In Kansas? In Minnesota? In Nebraska? In Michigan? Besides Detroit? Yeah, we keep on going. In Ohio, who breaking their neck to go to Cleveland? Exactly. You know what I'm talking about? Arkansas, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? What major city in Utah? No, it's not. But it's only like 20 cities that even have 900,000 people. And it ain't that many cities in America got 1 million people in it. San Jose, California got 1 million people in it. Jacksonville got 1 million people in it. San Antonio got 1 million people in it. But it's not that many though. Man, you start roaming them states, man, you might have a city you know of, but Salt Lake City ain't no major city. And if you should say that, then it's Salt Lake City in Utah, and what else? What other city you know in Utah? You know what I'm saying? What major city you know in Maryland besides Baltimore? What major city you know in Virginia? That ain't no major city. That's why they call it the DMV. They just lump them all together. Outside of Atlanta, what major city is in Georgia? And we live by Georgia. You know 99.9% of Georgia is rural. Small towns. Nigga, Savannah ain't no big town. What major city is in Louisiana besides New Orleans? And New Orleans don't even have a large population. Now, Texas is massive, and they have a few more major cities than others. Now, Karan just mentioned London got 9 million people in it. No, I wouldn't say Norfolk is a major city. What'd you say?
No, Norfolk.
Yeah, say a major city is a city with 1 million to 2 million people. Ain't no million people in no Norfolk, Virginia.
So there's New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, Philly, San Antonio, San Diego, Dallas.
They said 200,000 is considered a major city. Over 200,000, close to 1 million, is considered a metropolitan city.
Yeah, them crackers lying.
200,000.
200,000 ain't nothing.
I was say he definitely just said breast size.
Yeah, them crackers
So
lying.
they're saying that Salt Lake City is considered a major city.
Yeah, them crackers lying. Yeah, because see, when they come with a metro area, that ain't referring to the city itself. That's all the small cities around it. Because like they'll talk about the Orlando, because like they'll tell you that Jacksonville is a small market because the metro area is small.
We in the top 10.
Yeah, Jacksonville got people be shocked when they see it's 1 million people in it. So
Matter of fact, Jacksonville.
Orlando don't have a lot of people in it. It ain't even probably about 500,000 people live in Orlando.
It's the outskirts.
It's only 500,000 people live in Miami. Well, come on, man. Yeah, them cities ain't big like that. No, the city of Miami only has 500,000 people in it. Like the city of Atlanta only has 500,000 people in it. The Atlanta metro area, the Miami-Dade metro area, yeah, they have millions of people. Go ahead, Sid. Say Birmingham, England is the second largest city, 30 miles from me, 1.18 million people. That's unfortunate. Come on.
Ezekiel 34:20.
Go ahead.
Say, therefore, thus saith Yahuwah Elohim unto them, behold, I, even I, will judge between the fat cattle and between the lean cattle.
What up?
Because you have thrust with side and with shoulder and pushed all the disease with your horns to scatter them abroad.
Therefore,
will I save my flock,
and I will what?
They shall no more be a prey, and I will judge between cattle and cattle.
And I will do what?
Set up one shepherd.
Set up how many shepherds?
One shepherd.
And what else?
And he shall feed them, even my servant David. He shall feed them. He shall be their shepherd.
Now we came here for him to express that someone under the seed of David would be the shepherd. Ezekiel 37:15. Now, I done looked at this stuff for years, though. Like, it's not a lot of cities in America that have extreme large populations like people think. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people live in concentrated areas on the eastern side of the country. You know what I'm saying? With Texas and California and Phoenix making up the west and the southwest area of the country. Outside of that, man, this junk rural. I mean, most of the world is rural. It ain't a whole bunch of people. The whole world's population don't live in these bustling metropolises where everybody living like that. Most people live in small towns or medium-sized towns. Go ahead.
The word of Yahuwah came again unto me, saying, Moreover, you son of man, take you one stick, write upon it for Yehuda and for the children of Yasharah his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Yasharah his companions.
That's fair, Marvin.
And join them one to another into one stick. They shall become one in your hand. When the children of your people shall speak unto you, saying, Will you not show us what you mean by these?
What do you say?
Say unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Yasharah his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Yehuda, and make them one stick. They shall be one in my hand.
Now, notice go back to John 10. Now, this is just to set the framework of why John 10 say what it says scripturally. You understand what it's referring to, because we've just established when it says that he got to make atonement for him and his house. Yahushua got to make atonement for him and the house of Yehuda. You got to do that first. That's why the tents of Judah get saved first, because the high priest got to make offering for him and his house first. Go ahead, man.
And other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. They shall hear my voice. There shall be one fold and one shepherd. Therefore do my Abba love me.
There you go. So you see how that worked? Like I said, that's the common thought process. Now, I say again, this is not excluding Gentiles. This is to give a scriptural understanding of what that means according to the law, because we're talking about the Day of Atonement, because we're talking about the mercy seat. You can't talk about the mercy seat and not talk about the Day of Atonement, because they're synonymous, because that's when the high priest go behind the veil. What did we read last night? Say that he can't go behind the veil when he wants to. He can only go behind that veil one time a year. And what did we discuss last night? And he put that breastplate on only one time a year. He only put them Kadash garments on only one time a year. You know what I'm saying? I know people like I'm going to put my priest garments on. But the reality is, if we was in the land and dudes operated like they operated now, they would be killed. Not because we would stone them, but because Yahuwah would kill them. Because number one, they going outside with quote unquote priest garments on. That's supposed to stay in there. You ain't supposed to go out the temple door with that on, man. Now, I'm only mentioning this here to show you that people come out, we got to reenact the culture. But again, you know what you're doing? Doing it outside of what he told you to do. How many of y'all done seen Bruce say, I got my priestly garments on? While you standing outside street preaching. You ain't supposed to have no priest garments on outside, boy. Nigga be have a whole mitres on. The only person supposed to have a mitre is who? And he ain't wear that outside. But guess what they do? You know why they tell you to get a mitre and get your priest garments and all that there? So they can sell it to you. So you can be a goofy standing on the corner with it on. Not knowing that that's totally against. If you was a priest, you'd be in violation. And I ain't saying that to ridicule nobody, because you're supposed to know that. And you know what happens if you see a dude say he got his priestly garments on? You know what that just told you? What I just told you, Sid?
Well, he don't know the law.
That's all you need. You got to add nothing else. He don't know the law like that. That's what I tell you. Because if he do that, he wouldn't be outside with that on. You know why he can't? Listen, you know what you got to do. Some of these boys don't even bathe. Because you're supposed to bathe before you put that on. And you're supposed to bathe when you take it off. He said, take that off, put your regular clothes back on.
I feel like taking out the temple is making it common.
Making it common. This ain't no common outfit.
As
soon as you leave the temple, man, you done made this regular. Now, I say that because that's what everybody be on. The culture. Man, look at, man, the culture is not what you put on your body, boy. But come on, man.
We go with John 10.
Yes, sir. Back to Leviticus 16. Do we need to read more about them priest garments? Do they need to hear something about that again, man? Let's go back over that some more, man. Make somebody mad. They'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta lay it out. Somebody might not know about that. You did. We read about the breastplate last night, right? 28:1, man. It's Exodus. Listen.
Take you unto you Aaron, your brother, and his sons with him from among the children of Yasharal, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. Even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, Ithamar, Aaron's sons.
What you gonna make for him?
Kadash garments for Aaron, your brother, for esteem and for beauty.
Who you gonna speak to?
Speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom.
That they make what?
Aaron's garments to consecrate him.
That he might serve in what?
In the priest's office.
And these are the what?
Garments which they shall make.
A what?
Breastplate.
Boom.
An ephod.
What else?
And a robe.
And what else?
An embroidered coat.
And what else?
A mitre.
And what else?
And a girdle.
And what else?
They shall make Kadash garments for Aaron your brother and his sons, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office.
Now we don't got to go into everything that's gonna be on it and in his breastplate. Now I want you to go back to Leviticus 16. I just wanted you to hear that these garments are consecrated. Now go back to 16 and read verse 4.
He shall put on the Kadash linen coat. He shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh. He shall be girded with the linen
Well, hold
girdle.
on, read them verse 2. Leviticus 16:2.
And Yahuwah said unto Moses, speak unto Aaron your brother, that he come not at all times into the Kadash within the veil before the mercy seat,
Right.
which is upon the ark, that he die not.
Right.
For I'll appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat. Thus shall Aaron come into the Kadash with a young bullock for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering. He shall put on the Kadash linen coat. He shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh. He shall be girded with the linen girdle. And with the linen mitre shall he be attired. These are Kadash garments. Therefore shall he wash his flesh in water.
These
So
are
put them
Kadash garments that he got to wash his flesh in what?
in water.
My God, today. Go ahead.
And he shall take of the congregation of the children of Yasharal 2 kids of the goats for a sin offering, 1 ram for a burnt offering.
Now stop right here, right? Come back to Exodus 28:39. Now listen what he say about these garments, man. Exodus 28:39. Exodus chapter 28, verse 39. Go ahead.
And you shall embroider the coat of fine linen. You shall make the mitre of fine linen. You shall make the girdle of needlework.
And for Aaron's sons,
You shall make coats. You shall make for them girdles and bonnets. Shall you make for them for
and that we
esteem
just read in Leviticus 16? Okay.
and for beauty?
And you shall put them upon who?
Aaron your brother.
So does that mean, right? If you're not a high priest, you ain't even supposed to have that on. Go ahead.
and the sons with him, and shall anoint them and consecrate them and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in the
And you shall make them what?
linen breeches to cover their nakedness, from the loins even unto the thighs they shall reach.
And they shall be upon who?
Aaron and upon his sons.
When they come into
the
where?
tabernacle of the congregation,
Or when they come.
near unto the altar to minister in the Kadash, that they bear not iniquity and die. It shall be a statute forever unto him and his seed after him.
That's the only time they can put them on. If they ain't doing that, they can't put them on. You know what I'm saying? And they can't wear it outside the temple. You know what I'm saying? Come on back to Leviticus 16. You in verse 5.
He shall take of the congregation of the children of Yasharal 2 kids of the goats for a sin offering, 1 ram for a burnt offering. Aaron shall offer his bullock of a sin offering, which is for himself, and make an atonement for himself and for his house.
Now that's what we was reading about in all those different things about Yahushua making an atonement for himself and for his house. The house being Judah. Go ahead. And only because the tents of Judah getting saved first, but to keep the law. Because the high priest got to make atonement for himself and his household. He from the house of Judah. Judah has to be saved first to keep him in line with the law. So that's how you know that the testimony line up. Go ahead, man.
And he shall take the 2 goats and present them before
Peace,
Yahuwah
Eastman.
at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron shall cast lots upon the 2 goats, 1 lot for Yahuwah, the other lot for the scapegoat. Aaron shall bring the goat upon which Yahuwah's lot fell and offer him for a sin offering.
Now we talked about that, how Yahuwah's lot fell on the son. Let's read Hebrews 5 and 7, make it plain. Hebrews 12 and 5 to make it plain that the lot of God fell on the son, but he's also the scapegoat also.
who in the days of his flesh, when he had offered up prayers and supplications with strong crying and tears unto him,
learned
that was able to save him from death, and was heard in that he feared.
What he learned?
Though he was a son, yet learned he obedience by the things which he suffered. And being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation unto all them that obey him.
Hebrews 12 and 5.
And you have forgotten the exhortation which speak unto you as unto children. My son, despise not you the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when you are rebuked of him.
Yep.
For whom the Lord loved, he chastened, and scourged every son whom he received.
Yep.
If you endure chastening, Elohim deal with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the father chastened not?
Yep.
But if you be without chastisement,
You say which son is whom the father chastened not? What the law say about chastening? Despise not the chastening of Yahuwah. Blessed are those who are chastened out of your law. You know what I'm saying? Chasten your son while there is hope. Spare not for his crime. All these things pay into that because that lot fell on him. You know what I'm saying? What that verse at? I'm trying to think of it, man. When he asked, like, you know, who gonna go for me? He said, hey, man, send me. I'll do it. That lot fell on him because the lamb was slain from where, Civic? So that lot fell on him to be that sin offering. Now let's come back to verse 10 and rehash about this scapegoat. Leviticus 16 and 10 to be exact. Go ahead.
But the goat on which the lot fell to be the scapegoat shall be presented alive.
Presented a what?
Alive.
Before you who to make what?
An atonement with him.
Let him
go for a scapegoat.
Give him scapegoat by definition again. So now you gotta. Do y'all remember what we talked about last night when it said the scapegoat got presented alive? You remember that? Or you were asleep? You were asleep. Hey man, shoot! I understand they were late. I mean, when we got to that part, it was late. So that it was a joke, but it was reality too, because I understand. No, I know. I recall when we hit that part, it was after 11. Go ahead.
That is Azazel, that is entire removal.
Stop. The entire removal. Give him the rest of the definition.
You got entire removal or scapegoat, or refers to the goat used for sacrifice for the sins of the people. Or you got meaning dubious, a goat of departure.
So a goat of departure. So when this goat gets set free into the wilderness, well, you know what I'm saying? If it's a goat of departure or for removal, how would you look at that in a spiritual point of view? Well, I'll tell you, because you should remember Daniel 9, and you should remember 1 John 5. You say that you know that he was 1 John 3, my apologies. And you know that he was manifested to take away our sins, and in him is no sin. So if he taking away the sins, guess what happened? There's a departure. Or he came to make an end of sins and finish the transgression, there's a departure. And if there's a departure from sin, there's a departure of what, Sigurd? He's slacking. If there's a departure of sin, there's a departure of what, Sigurd?
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot. You had your pancakes this morning?
I did.
She must ain't give you Mrs. Butterworth. That's what syrup you like to use, or you use real maple syrup?
I think it's log cabin.
So she trying to get you diabetes. You ain't got no agave for that man, Doris? She say I don't like that meal. How I want Aunt Jemima.
They got that in You get it sugar free.
Sugar free. You don't know about sugar free. You know about sugar free? He don't know about sugar free. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that alone. He don't know about sugar free, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know about the West Coast boys. And West Coast boys be dropping that game, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be like, nah, man, shoot. Them niggas be speaking that real, John. Niggas might not like E40. You better listen to what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Who? Okay. Listen to what E40 talking about. That man ain't telling you nothing when he said sprinkle me, man. He trying to tell you something. You ain't listening.
Too short to E40. Clay Thompson best friends.
Oh, you talking about BT King?
I don't know who it was.
Yeah, that would BT King. Yeah, that would BT King. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we talking about that when you say, yeah, that boy did play in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? But nah, hey, listen. That's what Pac say. He got, man. Listen, man, they pimping in Oakland, man. It's different out there. It's different. That's a different world out there. But go ahead, man.
And Aaron shall bring the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and shall make an atonement for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself.
Stop. So listen, this is what I want you to look at, right? When you look at the scapegoat, this goat is for removal. It's for removal. Read me John 1:28, just because. Make it 1:22. So 28, I don't think what it is. It might have been 28, but let me see what 22 says.
Then said they unto him, Who are you, that we may give an answer to them that sent us?
Yeah.
What say you of yourself? He said, I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord.
Way of the Lord.
Prophet Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
And they which were sent were of the Pharisees.
Of the Pharisees.
They asked him and said unto him, Why baptize you then, if you be not that of Mashiach,
If you
nor
be
Elijah,
not that of Mashiach.
neither that prophet? John answered, saying, I baptize with water, but there stand one among you whom you know not. He it is who coming after me is preferred before me, whose shoes lashed I am not worthy to unloose. These things were done in Bethbar beyond Jordan, where John was baptizing. The next day John seen Yahushua coming unto him and said, Behold, the Lamb of Elohim, which take away the sin of the world.
The Lamb of Elohim to do what?
Take away the sin of the
Now,
world.
when we look at that scapegoat was made to do what? To take away the sins of Yasharal for removal. I want you to read 1 John 3 and 5. My Lord. 1 John 3 and 5. Go ahead.
And you know that he was manifested to take away our sins. And
He
in
was
him is no
manifested to
sin.
do what?
Take away our sins, and in him is no sin.
No sin.
Whosoever abide in him sin.
Hold on. He was manifested to do what?
Take away our sins.
He was manifested to do
Take
what?
away our sin.
And in him,
Is no sin.
you got to remember, in that actual goat, ain't no sin in that goat. That goat bearing the sins of the people. What sin could the goat have done? But we know, what did we read in Hebrews earlier? What did he say? It's not possible for bulls and goats to take away sin. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's what Isaiah means, a removal. So this goat couldn't take away the sin. You know why? Because they had to keep coming back. So this is how we know that this scapegoat is also represented, because it said presented alive. We talked about this last night. So how was he presented alive? I'll help you out. Romans 1:1. Indeed.
Paul, a servant of Yahushua HaMashiach, called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of Elohim, which he had promised afore by his prophets in the Kadash scriptures,
Listen.
concerning his son Yahushua HaMashiach, our Lord, which was made of the seed of David, according to the flesh,
But
and declared to be the son of Elohim with power, according
And-
to the Ruach of Kadash. by
so
the
if he
resurrection.
declared to be the son of God, guess what that means, Civic? He ain't got no blood in his veins. No, that junk really agitated me. I'm telling you, man. Listen, it wasn't the point of view. It was the mocking that went along with it. Like, it's insane for us to be like, this man ain't got no blood in him. Let me show you how simple a nigga is. Read John 19 and 30. Because I take it like this here, right? I take it a lot of people probably ain't never seen nobody get stabbed before. You ever seen somebody get stabbed before? I have. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, man. Nigga stab you in the right spot, all that blood coming out. For you to technically bleed to death, man, you have to lose 40% of your blood volume. You understand how much blood that is, man? Once the blood leaves out your body, it's not jumping back in there. Go ahead, man.
When Yahushua therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished. And he bowed his head and gave up the Ruach.
Listen.
The Yahudim, therefore, because it is a preparation, that the body should not remain upon a stake on a Shabbat. For that Shabbat day was a high day.
Listen.
They sought Pilate that the legs might be broken and that they might be taken away.
Listen.
Then came the soldiers and brake the legs of the first and of the other, which was crucified with him.
But when they seen
Yahushua and saw that he was dead already,
what they do?
they brake not his legs. But one of the soldiers with the spear pierced his side, and forthwith came there out blood and water. And he that saw it bear record, and his record is true.
Now listen, right? If they took and pierced his side, you think they pierced his side with a knife? They took a spear. Now, can you imagine taking a spear and somebody hitting you in your fifth rib with it? What you think gonna happen? That blood ain't just gonna leak out.
It's pouring out.
It's gonna pour out. It's gonna gush out. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, we've discussed this previously. He's already dead. But we know that he had to empty himself out. Because what did we read last night in the law, Civic? The life of the flesh is in the what? He ain't in the flesh no more once he resurrected from the dead. He went in the grave, the son of Adam, but he came out the son of Elohim, and we know it's the Ruach that make alive. So therefore, what need does he have of blood? These men really think that now it makes sense why these dudes think angels had sex with women. You know what I'm saying? Because if you believe an angel inseminated a woman, you know what you saying that angel has to have. He has to have blood along with seminal fluid. So that's why they can believe that the Lord in heaven with blood in them, because you think angels up there have blood in them. Because you got to be a goddamn fool to think an angel got seminal fluid. If he say, I made my angels ministering spirits, flames of fire, where they get blood and seminal fluid from? Because if the angels got seminal fluid, then the Father got seminal fluid. That's the part of why I ain't never believed them when talking about angels in Genesis chapter 6. Because how are they ejaculating? How are you ejaculating? And that is the fact that it is a command for all the sacrifices, for all the blood to be poured out of the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me forget it. But yeah, I already know the people ain't got no seminal fluid. Boy said, "Boy, them they say angels in heaven, like, boy, that's a good looking woman right there, man. I need to, you know what I'm saying? Come on over here and back that thing up, baby. She looking good. I need some of that." Shoot, hey, it's a lot of people believe that, man. It's because honestly, this is where it comes from. All jokes aside, man. Like Mika just said, she said believe that they could take the form of men, but even taking the form of a man, they look like a man, but they still ministering spirits, flames of fire. You know what I'm saying? So you have to look, but I understand that they read, okay, the sons of God saw the daughters of men. So people see sons of God, they mind automatically go to angel, especially when you read Job and they say the sons of God came up. So they looking at, okay, that's got to be angels. And then when they see giants, and then of course, a lot of people not taking into account that Nephilim mean tyrant, and then just like what Quran just mentioned, that's why I can't believe that people think sex is spiritual. Like facts, it's literally a carnal function to reproduce. You know how many people done got mad at me because I told there's nothing spiritual about sex at all, in no capacity. That's why there's no such thing as a soul tie. You're not soul tied, you're emotionally attached. You know what you think a soul tie is? It's the oxytocin release in your brain. That's the bonding hormone. That's why you tied to this person, because you've been drunk on oxytocin. You know what I'm saying? But you would rather say it's a soul tie than to actually understand the physiological functioning of your body and your emotional responses. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no such thing as a soul tie, man, because ain't nothing spiritual about having sex. It is literally two people's loins causing friction to the point of releasing a fluid for reproduction. Because when you say it's spiritual, then that means that God is a spirit, then that he would need to do it. I can tell you this here. Irregardless of what anybody gonna say in their life, ain't nobody participated in court as to the point where you saw God when you did it, because you couldn't even go before him while you doing it or after. That's how you know it ain't spiritual, because once you ejaculate, you unclean. Yeah, go wash your loins, man. You walk around here with funky crotch. You know what I'm saying? This common sense. That's when dudes be like, man, can you have sex on the Sabbath? Bro, you really going to ejaculate and go stand before God after that, bro? When this man literally told them people, hey, man, wash your clothes and don't touch your wives. But this is spiritual, though. You about to, these people, your forefathers about to go stand before God at the mountain, and he tell them, don't lay with your wife now. But this is spiritual though.
Said even before David ate the shoe bread.
I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about you going to meet God. You finna go up in the mountain. He finna appear on the mountain in a cloud. He say, wash your clothes, don't ejaculate. So you know what that would have happened if somebody would have ejaculated? They would have died. Not because they had the quarters, but because you're unclean and in the flaming fire that he is consuming. But let's take it a step further. We just read it the other night. What did he say your God is? And if he's a consuming fire and his angels are ministers of flames of fire, where they get seminal fluid from? Oh, I mean, we talked about that before. The sons of God is because Luke give it into it because he say Adam who was of God. So Adam had offspring. Adam's offspring are the sons of God. And then you have the daughters of men. That could be Cain's offspring. Individuals are going to reject that because it doesn't say it explicitly. You know what I'm saying? But it's for fact. What is an angel? Yeah, so what an angel want coochie for? He just sitting in heaven like, well, that's a big fine woman right there. I need to go down there and get me some of that.
In heaven, they ain't giving in the marriage either. So.
Yeah, I know that. And Quran mentioned that verse, but I ain't even trying to go into none of that there. I'm just talking about simple comment. You really think an angel is peering down like, well, look at the titties on that one. And sitting there look at the hips, bro. I'm gonna have to go down there and get me one of those. They looking fair to me. Then this is the key point, right? If they are son of God, because they want to say these are fallen angels. If you're fallen, you can't be a son. I don't know how people understand that. Sons obey. If you fallen, that means you don't obey. So how could you be my son? And you know how we know this? Because Cain is not mentioned in Adam's genealogy nowhere. Not in Genesis, not in Chronicles. His name ain't mentioned. You know why? Because a murderer don't have eternal life in him. And he hated his brother without cause and killed him. He can't be numbered. Because your law say no murderer can be numbered. And if the book tell you that Satan was a what from the beginning? So how the hell this nigga a son, man? And you talking about that? See, Lucifer is the devil. He the son of the morning, but he a killer though? What he told you in your law not to have no satisfaction in? So how the hell this nigga a son and you ain't even supposed to have satisfaction in this nigga? Come on, man. That don't even make common sense, man. Hey, man, shoot. Come holler at me. Hey, now, that don't mean he can't come before the throne. But he ain't no son. I already know it. Cause, shoot. Because he had to. Because people want to see sons of God and Satan like they don't know what a comma and mean. Like people like, hey, go to the store and my mama house. Is your mama house and the store the same place? Hell no. But they read that there, nigga use all grammar structure, go out the window. So you gotta be a son of God. Says son of God and Satan.
I got a question. Yeah. If you have not done that, is there any way for you to come back into the fold?
What's that?
That you murdered someone?
Oh man, you can repent. I mean, shoot, Paul was a murderer.
Okay.
Yeah, Paul was a murderer.
That's
Yeah, David was a murderer. You know what I'm saying? People committed murder. What he talking about is the people as a whole. That verse in Numbers 35, when they say don't take no satisfaction in the life of a murderer, it's the aspect of them picking Barabbas. They pick a murderer over a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or put it in modern terms, individuals take satisfaction in killers and rejoice in them.
Satisfaction is a bribe or a ransom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they paid that price when they say, who you want to give me, Yahusha or Barabbas? They were like, yeah, let me get Barabbas. But now you also have to understand there's a difference between killing and murdering. Because Moses killed the man. That wasn't no murder, though. Murder is lying in wait. You know what I'm saying? I am purposely, intentionally taking this individual's life without cause. You know what I'm saying? See, what that at? 1 John 3, man. That's what it's at. So this is different.
I thought it was more so like, I know it's not always innocent blood, but the person ain't do nothing to offend you.
That's what I mean, without cause. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way. Sammy the Bull was a murderer. You know what I'm saying? I know a nigga from Atlanta Beach killed a nigga. He wasn't no murderer because that was self-defense. You know what I'm saying? He act like he a murderer, but you ain't no, you was an accidental killer. You wasn't trying to kill this nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You wasn't trying to kill this nigga. My cousin be on that. Like I got me one under my belt, but I was self-defense. Yeah, that was self-defense, but nigga be like, Gucci a killer. Nah, he did what any normal person would do. Nigga trying to run down on you, you defended yourself. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, the big homie told us like he like, yeah, if you kill a nigga and you feel bad about it, he like, you a whole nigga. But if you kill a nigga and you feel nothing, he's supposed to die. I mean, you kill this person with cause. See, Cain killed Abel without a cause. There was no rhyme and reason. It was strictly envy and jealousy why he did that. You know what I'm saying? David was wrong because you tried to take a nigga old lady and then tried to have somebody else do the work for you. Put him out in the heat of the battle. That way, when he died, hey, come on to my house, Bathsheba. Oh, that dirt. You know what I'm talking about? That dirt. You know what I'm saying? That dirt. And the crazy part is Saul did him the same way. Only difference is David didn't die. That's the only difference. David didn't die. That's a fact, Quran. David told us it's different type of flesh. Like Numbers 5 and 6 says, anyone that sins like men, so the difference between... Indeed, we can read Numbers 5 and 6 in a second, right? Now, I'm saying? Now, what I mean by that is not that you can't come back from it. You can't be a murderer and a son of God simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? Because Paul said, I was an injurious man, which means he was violent. He didn't actually kill people by his hand, but he said he consented, which in reality, according to the text, you are guilty of as if you did it yourself. You know what I'm talking about? So, when you look at people, and I'm just juxtaposing that with Isaiah 14, where it say, El Lucifer, son of the morning. They'd be like, see, that's the devil. But it says that you are of your father, the devil, who was a murderer from the beginning. Book tell you don't know eternal life in no murder. You know what I'm saying? So how is this man a son and he's a murderer? Can't be. If not, that's contradictory. You know what I'm talking about? Or how is Cain? That's why Cain ain't mentioned. Because that would see, God didn't let nobody kill him, but he cut him off. You know what I'm saying? See, people don't understand Cain was reprobate. See, people think reprobate is just your mindset. Reprobate in and of itself means rejected. He rejected Cain. He just said, I ain't gonna let nobody kill you now. Because he said, hey, man, this burden too much to bear. He, all right, cool. I'm gonna put this mark on you, woo, woo, woo. But you gotta go. He was rejected. He ain't fooled with Cain no more. So when you look in Genesis 5, when you see Adam's sons listed, Cain ain't listed. When you go read 1 Chronicles 1 and 1, when they start running them genealogies down, Cain is not listed. That's why I say Cain, who was of that wicked one. See, people think, oh, that means because Eve had sex with the devil and they had a baby. Niggas watch too many science fiction movies. They would want the fantastical aspect of it versus the reality of he's of the wicked one because he was envious of his brother. He coveted his brother. Covetousness is idolatry. And in your coveting and envy, that's why he say, who can stand before envy? And you killed your brother. How do we know that? He said, if you do well, you'll be accepted. If not, sin lie out the door. That sin lied out the door, and that sin was murder. And he killed his brother. And then had the unmitigated gall to say, am I my brother's keeper? And we repeat that term, but I told you that before. He was being sarcastic. Because God asked him, man, where your brother at? Am I my brother's keeper? When you look at it in the context of the statement, well, he was getting disrespectful. He was being disrespectful. I don't know what that nigga had. I'm supposed to protect this nigga. Yes, you were supposed to protect him. You know what I'm saying? But he's selling out like, man, shoot. Ask me about him. That's a fact that he was a willing part of that enterprise to kill Christians. Paul, like he said that. He said, I was injurious and a blasphemer. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he went through so much physical persecution himself. Because remember, he by no means clears the guilty, and he give a just weight and a just balance. So what he thought to do unto others, that was done unto him. You see what I'm saying? And when you know the law, you know that. This is what you did to people. Okay, he forgave you, but he didn't clear him. You know what I'm saying? People think forgiveness means clearing because they don't understand that I can have mercy on you and yet still punish you. You know what I'm saying? Because he did not clear David. He punished him. I'm gonna take all your wives. You took somebody else's wife, I'm gonna take yours. You killed the man, I'm gonna kill that baby. You know what I'm saying? Since you want to use war to kill somebody, the sword gonna be in your house. So it's people you gonna love and care about. They gonna die too. I'm gonna give you just what you thought to do unto him. I'm gonna do that to you. And you let me know how to. But see, David was a real one, so he like, fair. All I can do is cry out for mercy when it get too hot. Get up, keep on pushing. You done did all that. You know what I'm saying? And when you know the law, you see that, you understand that, and you like, all right, cool. Because we had a mind of, I don't want no mercy and forgiveness. I want damnation for this person. That's why people are like, I don't want to be in no heaven where no child pedophile at or no rapist at. But you want you to be there though? Because you feel like, okay, what he did worse than what I done did, it's all the same to him. If it's worthy of death, it's worthy of death. He not sliding it. He be like, oh, because that's how humans look at it. And understandably so. Because in a human mind, a pedophile is exponentially worse than a thief. A pedophile is exponentially worse than an idolater to us. But to Yahuwah, you die, you die, you die, and you die. You all should be dead. I'll show mercy to all y'all, though. And people don't like that because they feel like, I don't want the pedophile to get no mercy. And I can understand why. Because I'm telling you, like this here, because shoot, my homegirl and my dog was like this here, right? Because she asked me, like, you've been following David. I told y'all about that, bro. When you look into that nigga's a psychopath and a pervert at a level that I don't think I've read about in a very long time. But this nigga met this young girl on Fortnite when she was 11 years old, knocking her down. This is a singer, young singer. You know what I'm saying? He's locked up in California for killing a 14-year-old girl. He started messing with the girl when she was 11, and he was 17. He got multiple videos of performing sexual acts with this young girl. These people say they got 8 terabytes of child porn with him and this little girl. And they say he was only able to pull out 1 terabyte. They said they got 7 more. They got to take off his computer. That was more than shit. They didn't add it on because the article I read said 8. You understand how much storage that nigga used is different. Him having sex with that girl. Listen, after he killed this girl, and they say he stabbed her and cut her up with a chainsaw and put her in the trunk of his Tesla in a cadaver bag. So if he didn't do this, because where did this nigga get a cadaver bag from, for one? Let's start with that. That's not something you can just randomly go purchase. You know what I'm saying? Where you get that from? That he had her torso and head in a cadaver bag and her limbs in a garbage bag. This young girl had a tattoo of this man's name on her finger, like a wedding ring. He cut that off. Nigga, we know you did that. Who would cut that off? And you know why he did it? Because she got tired of him messing with other women, and she was like, the only thing we ever do is get physical, and I'm going to ruin your life and tell on you. So he lured her to his house and killed her. And do you know what this nigga had the nerve to do? Text her after he killed her. Like, where you at?
Went on tour.
Yeah, this in California.
Went on tour the next day.
Went on tour the next day, and you know what he did in his tour? Had funerals with caskets and sung about it and put young girls in his video who look exactly like the little girl he murdered. This is one of them instances where you can't even put no allegedly in this. That nigga did that. Yeah, of course, legal. Shit, nigga ain't finna get locked up for a death penalty case. But yeah, I killed her. Nah, but when I was watching videos about it, like listening to him talk, I told D, man, I say either this man has the most infantile mind of anyone I've ever seen, or he is a complete and total psychopath. And I'm gonna go with he's a complete and total psychopath. And you know what make it worse? His parents knew he was knocking this little girl down the whole time. Bro, that little girl was 11 years old, man. And that's why you don't let your children play Fortnite or Roblox. Because that's where he met the little girl at, playing Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Playing Fortnite. She done ran away from home. This man in videos with this boy live streaming with this little girl with him, man. But do you understand? 11 years old, boy, you a senior in high school, bro, and you fooling with a sixth grader?
She kept running away. But that's still running away.
Put the hands on the chain.
So he want to go to jail too. Now, one thing I can tell you, man, from life experience, being around, boy, if a child gonna run away, you can't stop them from running away. Ain't nothing you can do. If they gonna run away, they gonna run away. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, shoot, I can't. Shoot, this nigga nasty. Cause you know what that's supposed to stop at? Once his parent, how old that girl live? Hell wrong with you, boy? You finna bring no 11-year-old girl in my house, boy? I don't care who taking care of me. I'll be homeless. I wouldn't. You ain't getting paid enough for me to turn my head from you laying with no 11-year-old child. Yeah, but see, her parents didn't give her to him. I said his parents. His parents knew that he was messing with the little girl. Matter of fact, they said it was an open secret. So everybody around him who were adults that were a part of his business team knew that he was messing with this little girl.
One of his team was like, "You still messing with that minor?" You should ask the "You still talking to the minor?"
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't talking about R. Kelly. I'm talking about this nigga. You know what I'm saying? All them grown adults knew what that nigga was doing, man. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly a pervert, but most of them girls was at least at the age of consent in most states at 16 years old. Well, this boy had a middle schooler, man. That girl was 11 years old, man. That boy was 17. 11. You understand that? Your child is 11. He messing with her. That nigga crazy, man. Listen, man, one thing I know, he ain't got to worry about it, because that boy in the California penal system, them boys in Cali gonna do him right. You understand me? Yeah, they gonna do him right. He ain't got to worry about it. And the one thing about California prisons, ain't no protective custody can save him. Because Tory Lanez was in protective custody. One thing about, listen, man, California gonna do him right.
MCO's gonna let it happen.
They ain't even got to let it happen. They gonna let it happen, but they ain't. California gonna do him right. You ain't got to worry about it. If he don't get the death penalty, California gonna do him right. California gonna do him right, because that nigga deserved to die. According to the law, in both areas. Because, boy, you took it. Because one thing about it, an 11-year-old girl can't consent. She can't consent. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody talking about. 11-year-old girl can't consent. Let's get that out of the way. Then you killed her. You worthy of death. You know what I'm saying? You 14. She was 14 years old. They found her the day before her 15th birthday in his car that got towed from in front of his house. This nigga killed this girl, put her in the trunk, and left his car outside of his house with a dead body in it. A car registered to him. That's where he going. I know some people, you can't say somebody, boy, that boy mind done. I mean that, but you a different type of evil, bro. To know you kill somebody and go on tour and then set your tour up as a complete funeral homage to this person and make songs about her and put people in the video with you simulating you killing her. He 20 years old right now. This nigga different. Nah, this nigga, I never heard this nigga before. They say he was an up and coming R&B singer.
If he had a Tesla, somebody got.
Hell, he was living in Burbank. He had to have some money living in Burbank. They say he was from New York, but he grew up in Houston, and he was an up and coming R&B singer. How did he still go into it after the singer David East? Singer named David, man. I think he spelled it with like with a number 4. He spelled it D4ID. Yeah, he got arrested for murdering a 14-year-old girl. Yeah, her body was found his car was in a tow lot, and then they found the body because they said there was a horrible smell coming from this car. She had been missing for a while. You know what I'm saying? And when they found her, her head and torso were pretty much completely decomposed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Buddy, that's why you gotta see y'all. We live in a different era. See, everybody be scared to let their kids go outside, but you ain't scared to let them get on the internet and talk to strangers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can't let them play outside by themselves, but I'll let them get on the internet and walk away. And this nigga talking to whoever.
You see his first single, Romantic Homicide.
But man, I know.
Already yeah, he done
I'd rather sit my children outside than let them play to get on the internet with these big grown nasty niggas, man. But you know how much of a pervert you got to be laid up with a little girl like that and record it? Come on, man. That nigga just pissed me off. That nigga, I was to my boy, I was watching that video. I said, well, this nigga here different. Yeah. And he got something in it. But see, ain't no eternal life in him. He extra wicked. 1 John 3:15. He extra wicked. That's what I mean. Individual like that's murder. There was no need for you to do that. Murder is killing someone without a cause. Go ahead.
Say, whosoever hates his brother is a murderer. And you know that no murderer have eternal life abiding in him.
That's why I mentioned that. That man said if you hate your brother without a cause, you a murderer. And we can see that in the text because Saul hated David without a cause, tried to kill him. Cain hated Abel without a cause, killed him. So see, the apostle take it even further. Having hatred in your heart for your brother. Notice he said your brother. I mean, that's somebody in the word. For no reason, he said you the same as a murderer. He said ain't no eternal life in no murder. Now see, if you repented, you ain't no murderer. He said you've been washed, you've been sanctified. But if you ain't repented, then you know, hey, you's a murderer. Oh, you got a question? Oh, you done killed you a couple niggas you trying to mix? Oh, you killed them lyrically, huh? What? Come on back to Leviticus 16. We get ready to wrap this up because we got to come back. We coming back at 6 o'clock. 6:15, 6:30, something like that. For second Passover. Oh, I thought Sean was already in town. But obviously not. Yeah, obviously not. Who else had to do it? You got to do it, Doris. Oh, dang. Leah upstairs. She got to do it too, don't you? Y'all brought the wine. Now, I know you ain't brought it because you drunk it all. I'm talking about you. Huh? Oh, they got to make some bread too. They ain't bring none of that, no. Dora drunk all the wine. What that mean? So you want man to get drunk too? You talking about you want a little wine for his stomach infirmities? He ain't even got no infirmities. Boy, stomach ain't this big. That's what they always say. And then you catch him with a cup, like Lori.
People gonna think I drank.
You tell it on yourself. People gonna think I drank. It's all right. I heard you like Four Loko. Oh Lord. Oh, you laughed. You had you one too, huh? I ain't never had no Four Loko. Man, my homegirl used to drink Four Lokos. Knock them back.
Oh no, I wouldn't like those.
Oh, she was. She was and is. Let me say that because she still drank like that. Shoot, that's when I told you, man. We went with me and my homeboy. We at her house chilling, boy. Her mama bought us some liquor and left her with us.
Oh yeah, that's why she like that. It ain't her fault.
Yeah, she was young getting drunk too. Cause we were still teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was. You know what I mean? And Fat Boy was. Our other homeboy was like this. I said, you lying to me. I told you about it before. No, we ain't finna do that. He like this. But we could go on up there. No, we not. Yeah, he want to go up there. She good and drunk. I say, nah, cuz.
She was young. She was young, bro.
We were young.
And she was past that.
Yeah, we were young. I was 17. Fat Boy younger than me. You know what I'm saying? My mother said younger than me. I think she was 15 or 16. We all went to school together. We all grew up together. I just told you. We were in Emerson Arms. We at her house. We hanging out. You know what I'm talking about? Mom dudes bought the drink and dipped. I don't know where she went at. Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? Dip. She done got, you know what I'm saying? I ain't drink. She out of there. And my dog, like they said, I told Fat Boy, I said, we're going to get her. We're going to put her in the bed. And we going home. You know what I'm saying? He like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Because they were around there with me because I fooled with her. I was like, no, I ain't going to jail. We going to jail. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't want it like that. She got to be cognizant. Aware. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it like that, dude. Sir, boy, you going to jail, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, that's sexual assault. Hey, listen, I ain't even have to know it wasn't even not knowing no law. I just knew all right, boy, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I got love for this girl, man. That ain't right. Nah, but we ain't doing that. For Loco was too strong when you tried it. Crystal out here on that For Loco. He said he on that Stella Rose Black. He's sophisticated. You know what I'm saying? We know what Lil Johnny on. Mad Dog 2020. We know. Oh, I know that fact. I know what Lil Johnny like. Lil Johnny like that Thunderbird. That nigga real. That boy on that Thunderbird.
I was known to get a high gravity after hard day work.
That boy said a high. That boy drinking 211. That boy drinking 211. That boy drinking Steel Reserve. Hey, Johnny was standing on the corner, snapping his fingers, singing doo-wops on that 211. That boy in the barbershop quartet, man. That boy in the barbershop quartet. You know what I'm talking about? Look at Monica looking at, what if I married?
You look disgusting.
Johnny said, but I can hold a tune though. Yeah. Hey, that's how you know he did real labor. Niggas don't get 211s unless they did real labor. Niggas don't work home tired. Well, I need a beer. I don't need a beer. I need a beer. You know what I'm saying? No Budweiser. I need a beer. Yeah, I want to know. That's niggas who drink 211 beers like that. They either do manual labor or they work outside. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That light is here. If I'm gonna drink a beer, I need a beer. You know what I'm saying? You say Stella Rose Black reminds you of grape juice. It's not too strong. No, all jokes aside though, that's how you know you can know what type of working they do based off the beer you drink. Trying to tell you. It's a science to it. He know I ain't lying. They drink Budweiser, light beers, man. They don't drink nothing too serious. You know what I'm saying? No. It's stuff like that. Coors Light, you know, people don't really fool with Coors Light. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't really speak on white folks with it because I ain't, you know, white folks really drink the same. They drink Budweiser, and, you know, Old Milwaukee, junk like that. A lot of them like this here. Niggas like to drink natural ice, Miller High Life. Some niggas like Budweiser, but not too tough.
You got Heineken.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
got a good job. You get Heineken.
Yeah, niggas good job getting Heinekens and Coronas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but niggas in the hood don't drink those.
My family definitely Corona.
Some of them do. You know what I'm saying? Now the Mexicans though, Modelo every time, man. Listen, every job site I done been on, construction site I done been on, man. Boy, them boys got Modelo bottles everywhere. They supposed to be doing drywall. They in there drinking. Sister Regina say, pass the blue ribbon. Look at he know about it. No sit.
Some of the white boys used to drink that.
Yeah, the white boy do drink that blue ribbon. They do drink that blue ribbon. It also depends on the socioeconomic station of the white man on what beer he drank. You know what I'm saying? The lower the station is gonna be Budweiser, Bud Light. You know what I'm saying? The upper the station, that's where you get your blue ribbon, all that. You know what I'm saying?
We were trying to save money. You just get 30 pack of Bud Light.
Look at Barbie. He want to slit smoke liquor. This nigga here. That nigga drinking a real deal base of beer. Colt 45. You out of gas. Come on, man. I don't drink beer. I have. I remember one time, cuz like if we got them Guinness in here, that junk tastes like piss. Oh, yeah, then you're around here drinking bread. Go ahead, man.
Verse 11.
Give me numbers 5 and 3. Bro mentioned that. 3. He said Marvin about that upper station. That boy wild. I mean,
Say both male and female shall you put out, without the camp shall you put them, that they defile not their camps in the midst whereof I dwell.
Go ahead. You can make it 5 and 5. Get on into that, man. Say unto you who is speaking to who?
Moses saying,
speaking to who?
The children of Yasharal, or
and
man or woman,
shall commit a what?
And he sin that men commit to do a trespass against Yahuwah.
And that person be what?
Guilty.
They shall do what?
Confess their sin which they
and he done. Shall recompense.
His trespass with the principle thereof.
And he'll add a what?
The 5th part thereof, given unto him against whom he have trespassed.
Go ahead. But the man have no what?
Kinsman to recompense the trespass.
Let that trespass be
recompense unto Yahuwah.
To the who?
To the priest.
Of the
ram of the atonement,
whereby
an atonement shall be made for him.
Every offering
of all the Kadash things that the children of Yasharal, which they bring unto the priest, shall be his.
Now listen, you know that's sitting there telling you, hey man, you got to pay some of that back. Now that's a little different. I forgot the context where he put that on there, so that's my bad. But come back to Leviticus 16 and 11. I at least want to get to halfway through the chapter before we come back. We're gonna get off here. It's about 3:30.
And Aaron shall bring the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, shall make an atonement for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself.
And he shall take a censer
full of burning coals of fire from off the altar,
and his hands full
of sweet incense beaten small,
and bring it within the what?
The veil.
And he shall put
the incense upon the fire before
that the cloud of the incense
they cover the mercy
that is upon
testimony
that he what?
Die not.
Give him give him Galatians, what that is. Is that Galatians 5 and 1? Or is it Ephesians 5 and 1? I think it's Ephesians 5 and 1. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ephesians 5 and 1.
Hold on, give it a second. I'm not here for other people. Go ahead.
Be you therefore followers of Elohim as dear children, and walk in love as Mashiach also have loved us, and have given himself for us, an offering and a sacrifice to Elohim for a sweet-smelling savor.
Now listen. Now how do we reconcile this testimony-wise? Burning coals, temple, off the altar before Yahuwah, his hands full of sweet incense, beaten small, within the veil. And that incense upon the fire of the cloud of the incense may cover the mercy seat that's upon the testimony. How do we look at that as it pertains to Mashiach? He ain't got nothing, huh? Tell them what beating small is. That's what's wrong with some of these boys. They beat it small.
That's
stop. Your hands off yourself. What's wrong with them?
That's Doc. Thin, small, fine, or gaunt.
Gaunt, that's for small, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give them what beating is, man.
That's one word.
So that which is thin or gaunt. So this is incense that has been beaten or made fine. So not in the instance of the saints' prayers in this instance, right? But this is going back to him ascending into the tabernacle. That's why we read that Ephesians 5:1 again. That's why we read it. Go ahead.
Be you therefore followers of Elohim as dear children, and walk in love, as the Mashiach also have loved us, and have given himself for us, an offering and a sacrifice to Elohim for a sweet-smelling savor.
Gave himself as an offering and sacrifice, as a sweet-smelling savor. So that sweet incense. Tell him what sweet incense is right there, man.
Incense is ketereth, incense smoke or odor of burning, sacrifice, sweet smoke of sacrifice.
Or the smoke of sacrifice. So where do we get the smoke of sacrifice when it pertains to him? Because him being the burnt offering, going through the furnace of affliction, so on and so forth. But how is he that incense that goes behind the veil?
Sweet is just that's psalm and that's a spice used in that.
So give me Acts 1:9.
And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward Shamaim as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel.
Now, I read that because he went up. What did he tell his apostles after they drank that wine? What he said?
That he won't drink it again until he drink it new.
And why is he not drinking it new? Because he's about to ascend where? Into the Kadash tabernacle. Now, this will come to instance that if he the wave offering of that first fruit, he got to appear before God. You know what I'm saying? He go appear before God. He got to go behind the veil. Who the only person can go behind the veil is the high priest. Now, this is the veil in heaven. You can read that in Hebrews 7. But let's go here to Leviticus 16:13. I think we read it already. We can read it again.
He shall put the incense upon the fire before Yahuwah, that the cloud of the incense may cover the mercy seat that is upon the testimony that he died not.
And he shall take the blood
of the bullock
and sprinkle it with his finger
upon the mercy seat
eastward, and before the mercy seat
shall he sprinkle of the blood with his finger 7 times.
Then shall he
kill the goat of the sin offering that is for the people,
and bring his blood
within the veil,
and do with that blood
as he did with the blood of the bullock,
and sprinkle it upon
the mercy seat and before the mercy seat.
And he shall make
Atonement for the Kadash,
because of what?
The uncleanness of the children of Yasharol,
Because of their what?
Transgressions
And all their what?
Sins.
So shall he do
The tabernacle of the congregation
that remain
among them in the midst of their uncleanness.
Pause. Remember that verse we read in Job last night? Job 14. What that verse was? You remember what it was? That wasn't late. So you was asleep early. You ain't did nothing. You always niggas don't be doing nothing.
Ooh,
Do you do manual labor?
I chased mine 19 seconds all day, so I do a lot of labor.
No.
5:50 in the morning.
Nah, you ain't physically tired.
Okay.
You ain't physically tired.
Okay.
You might be mentally tired, but you ain't physically tired.
Okay.
See, that's when you go tell niggas say that there, go out there and do construction in 100-degree weather.
Why? I can still be tired.
Niggas say, man, I'll go in there and do jumping jacks with them children. Hey, you need to be tired.
Okay.
Niggas young as hell talking about you tired. You know why you tired? Because you don't go to bed. Yeah. You already know. That's why you're tired, because you don't go to bed. That's for real why your niggas be tired, because you don't go to bed. You sitting up all night. Being grown. Drinking liquor. You know what I'm saying? Doing grown people activity. You should have been in the bed, sleep. Yeah, but don't cry about being tired when you ain't get you the proper sleep. You niggas gonna learn to go to sleep. You niggas don't sell crack but stay up all night. I don't understand that. That's a nighttime drug. Nigga, know you got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you staying up till 2:30. You be doing it? You be doing that, John City? Yeah, he just said he be sitting up all night, don't the door. He be sitting up all night. Yeah, I know. That's how he looked at it. Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Depends. Some nights I'll be more tired than others, so I might just fall asleep.
Ain't no Mike be falling asleep. Me, I'm falling asleep. I'm out of here. You know that nigga that fall asleep. That nigga fall asleep while you talking to him.
See, when you ain't too far behind,
Who said it did? I just said I'm going to sleep. Well, I started going to sleep the minute I started lifting weights. When people say, boy, you need 7-8 hours to build muscle, I'm going to bed, cuz. And I'm taking naps. Oh, if I can take a nap, I'm taking it. You don't be taking no nap. You're going to sit right on up. Talking about it's something to do. You ain't got nothing to do. You making something to do in your brain. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing women do. It's something to do. Ain't nothing to do. You stressing yourself out by something to do. You done took care of every doggone thing. You got in your mind, there's something for me to do. You stressing your damn self out. Go to bed. Yeah, ain't talking about lazy. Y'all be doing that to yourself. Ain't nobody in your life called you lazy. Y'all creating your mind. You got to do 1,700 things in one day. You know what I'm saying? You really could have did all of them earlier in the day, but you didn't schedule them properly. You want to put everything at the end of the day. Now you scrambling. Nobody's helping me. No, you should have helped yourself. No, you should have helped yourself. You know what they tell you? You know what they tell you, man. Lack of proper planning leads to piss poor performance. You ain't praying properly. She talking about Civic and Michael ain't sleeping nowadays. I bet I slept good. My children were born. What? I can't breastfeed them. What I'm sitting up for? I'm gonna sit up here and look at you put the baby on your titty. What am I gonna do? I gotta go to work tomorrow. No, I'm talking about if I gotta go to work in the morning and it's different if you're not breastfeeding. Okay, I can get up and make a bottle if you're not. But if you breastfeeding, what am I getting up for? Ain't no milk in here. Relieved from what?
If the baby is too cranky, he might want his father.
Man, that baby want, man, no, that baby ain't think about I want my daddy. That baby think I want a titty. Shoot, I ain't never worried about that. Deidre put them babies on her chest, and I was in there. She ain't no bassinet over here. You can lay right here, so I can just pull it out for you, and you just nurse, and we all go back to bed. Yeah, that's all. I got to go to work in the morning. I'm out of here. Both of them. What am I sitting up for? She breastfeed. She breastfeed. Now, if she not breastfeeding, that's different. You know what I'm saying? You be like, hey, you can get up and make him a bottle. Sure, no, ain't no problem. Ain't no big deal. You know what I'm talking about? But if you breastfeeding, what am I waking up for?
And he might swoop right in and be like,
listen, man, I ain't waking up for nothing. Not because the baby crying, because somebody gonna have to wake me up. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I take melatonin gummies and all that. That boy, I'm drugged up. What? I take muscle recovery melatonin, and I drink tart cherry juice. I'm out of here. Tart cherry juice is the same as taking melatonin. You got to get 100% tart cherry. Now, cause I needed. This is before, cause I was like, dang, why is this fat not coming off my stomach? Before I found out I was insulin resistant, and that's why. Cause that's a sign that you insulin resistant if you got fat on your stomach but nowhere else. But I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I need more sleep so this fat can fall off because you burn fat while you sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I need to be sleep. I need to get stronger, bigger, and leaner. I need my 8. You know what I'm saying? But no, Joseph aside, ain't wasn't nothing D was tripping on. I mean, she breastfeeding. So if the baby wake up, the baby is on her. You know what I'm saying? So what am I going to do? Nothing. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch him suck on the titties. Shoot, I get a turn after he done. There's nothing effectively for me to do. It's different if it's something for me to do. But if she like, oh, I'm finna put him on, let him nurse, and I'm going back to sleep. It's not like she just sitting up. She literally slept with both of them on her, and they nursed. She sat them there to nurse, and she went back to sleep while they nursed. So shoot, ain't neither one of us up, to be honest with you. She said, you have a game plan, just pump the milk and let dad give the baby the bottle. Hey, some people do that, some people don't. Deidre pumped and then didn't use none of that milk she pumped. We had a freezer full of milk. Should have sold it $10 a bag. So I was the same though. I got the weekends and let her sleep, but I was working. I was sleeping. Shoot, I ain't never off. So unless it's business slow. But around that time with them two, I was working every day and still got to preach 3 times a week. So yeah, what am I up for? Ain't gotta take Muffin to school. You ain't gotta take it no. You ain't going nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Why am I tired? Okay.
Man, you tired because you don't go to bed. You already told us you don't go to bed at night.
Okay.
What time you went to sleep? What's your regular sleep time? 2:30 in the morning.
No, about 10 or 11. But again, I'm not doing things. I'm not just sitting.
No, you be stressing yourself out by things. It's always something to do. Yeah, go to bed. That's what to do. I'm going to bed. I'm going to make sure everything I need to do is done so I can go to bed. Them niggas finna be bathed. See, it's lucky that I can't cook that well because I feed them niggas at 5:30 like they in the county. Feed you like we at the jailhouse because you going to bed. You know what I'm talking about? You feed the kids at 5 o'clock, Lee? You do? That ain't no dinner. That's supper. That ain't dinner. Shoot, lying to me, I feed them niggas at 5. Them niggas get bathed at 7, and you niggas going to bed at 7:45. I don't even cut the TV on for them. I don't play none of them games. They cut the TV on for them. If it's just me, she at the salon, they don't get no TV. Well, them niggas bed, they going to bed. On Wednesday, because she had him up. I said, if it's me. And you know who it was? And you know who it was last night? Just me. They was already fit. They was already good. They went in there and laid down. See? Yeah, they went and laid down because it was just me. She was still finishing at the salon. They were just me. Yeah, they going to bed for me. Yeah, don't get no TV. You better run around and play. Watch no damn TV. You don't never watch nothing. I don't never cut that TV on for them. Nothing like I cut the TV on for them. Hell no. They got toys. Let them use them.
What they want to watch wrestling?
I don't care what they want to watch. I ain't cut nothing on. You know what I'm saying? You could go outside or you play with these toys. I ain't cutting that TV on. They get about 1 day a week, 2 if I'm feeling nice. If they just there with me, I'm not cutting that TV on. Your mama might cut it on that different. What your mama chooses to do is what your mama chooses to do. But me, I'm not cutting that one. No, I'm not cutting it on. I'm not. Nah, absolutely not. You got toys. Get it how you live, man. You gonna live like how I live. Now we had a TV. They ain't cut that hole on either. You got all these toys in here. You got this outside. Explore. Nah, man. You ain't finna be zombied out watching no goddamn TV all day. You come in here, I read you a book. I play with you. I ain't cut that TV on though. I'm not cutting that TV on. Hell no. I ain't cutting that on. No. Hell no. I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? Because then they get to a point they won't care about looking at it. You see how they be looking though? They be glazed over looking at that TV, man. Look like they on drugs. They ain't even got one. Joanne lost her tablet a long time ago. I said, you throw that tablet, you'll never see it again. She threw it. She ain't seen it since. Yeah, I put that hole in there. I say, don't never give her that tablet back. Get mad, you want to throw something. I got something for you. I don't play them type of games. Hell no. I don't care neither. So, like, you got all these toys in here you cried for. You got stuff in the garage. Play with it. Straight like that. Go ahead, man. Because you know it's stuff. them cheering dude, that junk be bothering y'all. You know that stuff don't be bothering us. Y'all be going crazy. You probably done got used to it because you got all that testosterone in those boys. But Leviticus 16, 17, man. I ain't with that junk, man.
Saying there shall be no man in the tabernacle of the congregation when he go in to make atonement in the Kadash until he come out and have made an atonement for himself and for his household and for all the congregation of Yasharol.
He made an atonement. He said, there shall be no man in the tabernacle of the congregation when he go in to do what?
Make an atonement.
Until he what?
Until he come out.
Says what, man? Can't nobody make the reconciliation until he come out. So guess what that means for Yasharol? If we looking at Yahushua, man, but hold on, let me back up with this blood on his mercy seat, though. We got to talk about this blood on his mercy seat, though. We got 2 hours and 10 minutes. We said we do it now, see if we wait till later, because this one here going to take some time, and it's 3:40. You know what? That's what I'm going to do, man. We'll get that part, y'all willing, when we come back for the second Passover. It'll be apropos. So think about verses, what it is. 14, 15, 16, and 17. So we'll pick back up, man. We're going to come back by 6:15, man. And because we got to do second Passover today. And so we got to do that for what? For Doris, Leah, and the Maxwells. So we'll be back at 6:15 for that. So you know what I'm saying? So hallelujah for Yahushua and the word. And again, remember, man, what I mentioned last night. You know, we're gonna have to make sure that we have consistently $250 to $500 a month to be able to for the building. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I mean y'all not physically here. I'm talking about who physically here. Yeah, that's the only reoccurring experience. So like I said, man, you know, you gotta cause see, I hate to have to pin the cash up on that junk because that junk lame as hell to me. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't just sit around and wait and be like, oh, when I need to send it. If you have it to send, you just need to send it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should have to tell you when to do it because I guarantee you, J.A. ain't got to tell you to send a goddamn thing.
You got to call me. Hey, matter of fact, they got to cut the lights out.
I ain't going that far. That boy want to pay. That boy want to pay the reconnection fee. You hear me?
Listen, when I had all them properties on
Oh, that's different when you got all them properties.
you know, like I'm talking like $3 grand. Yeah, what? You got to call me for every last one of them.
Now that's different now because you might
that lump sum payment.
because you might have to call me for that. But I'm talking about it in your own house. You ain't got. They ain't got to call. You know.
Oh, they got to call me for that one too.
That nigga, that wild. That nigga 100% black.
Run them all to I'm telling you, real. You gotta call me.
Yeah, we'll pick that back up, man, especially dealing with Passover with the blood aspect, and it'll make some of the things in the Hebrews 9 and 10 and possibly 7 stand out a little more. But also, that's another aspect of how you know that you won't resurrect with blood, because the blood was brought in the temple for the life to make the reconciliation. Once the reconciliation is made, now it's as Adam was back in the garden, you back at one with Yahuwah. So therefore, there's a transformation. You know what I'm saying? Now you taking on the essence of God. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, just keep that in mind. I think, Lord willing, man, the next week will be that's where we're gonna be at from then on out. You know what I'm saying? That's 938 Union Street. That's where we're gonna be at from then on out. Yeah, so it don't make no sense to go 2 days a week. I mean, 2 times a month when you can just do the 4. So we got to make sure we had that. And again, I told you last night, that's a Godfather deal considering the facility. So you know what I'm talking about? $500 a month. That's all he asked for. $250 for twice a month and $400, $500 for the month. Basically $125 a week. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I get with him on the feast days. You know, Sundays we won't never be in there. So like if it's you know, during Tabernacles, when it's that Sunday on that, we'd have to be somewhere else. Let me see what day. So like I think trumpets is on.
Pentecost should start Saturday night on the 30th.
Yeah, we are doing it. Doesn't matter. We never had service on Pentecost night, so that's irrelevant. We have to find. We need to get somewhere. I mentioned that already. People supposed to be looking at that. For Stanley's supposed to be looking at something for Pentecost. Hold on, I got you. Hold on. What it is? So yeah, Trumpets is on a Saturday night. So we could get with him on that, and I think Atonement's on a Monday, Tuesday, or something like that. And we can get with him on that, and then get with him on how what I'm saying. Top, but y'all willing? That's so far down the line. You know what I'm saying? That's 5 months from now. So shoot, Lord willing, 5 months from now, he'd probably be less than concerned about, okay, y'all got this going on. Y'all gonna have to be in here, such and such, such and such. You know what I'm saying? But I say it's gonna allow us to do a lot of different things. But more importantly, shoot. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be round the way with it. So it's a whole multitude of events I done thought about we can be able to do long before we met Buddy. So we'll see how it goes. Lord knows. But y'all willing, man, we'll be back by 6:15, man. 6 o'clock, 6:15 for second Passover. Do it again. And yeah, till then.